Hello everybody and welcome to this introductory video to Neurons, which will show you how to create your membership, and once you've done that, how to actually benefit from the many activities that are available within Neurons. So the first thing is you'll need to navigate to the page that you can see on the screen now, which is the Neurons homepage. And to do that, you open any browser and go to neurons.org.uk, with neurons spelled Neurons, and that's .org.uk. And once you're there, you should see the same page that I'm showing you now, and you'll want to click on the Sign Up Now button, which I will do, and that will take you to the membership page, and you'll see that there are 4 memberships which are displayed. There is a premium, a full membership, a school membership, and a taster membership. The membership that you want to use is the school membership, and as you can see, it's saying please ask your school for a Neurons membership code to join. The reason you're watching this video is hopefully because you have actually already received that from the school, and by clicking on this link it will take you through to the registration page. Now, it does say that the price is £100 for 12 months, and that would be the case if you hadn't got your coupon code. As you will see, the coupon code will provide you the membership for free. It will give you the membership for free, and you won't even need to put any payment details in, so you can rest assured that we won't be taking any money from you. Now, you do have a coupon code, so the first thing that you want to do is actually reveal the coupon code box by clicking on this link at the bottom, and there you see that it reveals the coupon code. And so you want to type in your details, so I am going to type in a fictitious character and a first name, a last name, a username, and an email, and then a password of your choosing. I'm actually not going to put a password in because I'm not actually going to complete these details. As I already do have a membership, I don't need to do this. But you will put in your password. If you want to verify that you can see it, then you can type, beg your pardon, you can click on the eyeball to the right hand side of that particular field and it will show you the code, and you can do the same for both. And obviously they don't match, so that won't work, but you will put in your password and confirm it. And finally you will put in your coupon code, and as you can see I've got a warning that my passwords don't match, which is absolutely fine. Coupon code, so now you would type in exactly as it's been presented to you in terms of uppercase and lowercase letters and any numbers that are in the code. Please type those in. And then the last thing to do is to say that you have read and that you agree to the online safety agreement. Now, we do not expect you to do that without having read it. Click on that link and it will open a second page, and you can read through we call it the young person's agreement and commitment. So it's how we expect young people that register on the site, how we expect them to behave. And secondly, it's also our pledge as to how we will protect the community, and some contact details, and the reassurance that all of our staff members that support this service are DBS checked, and that we regularly work in schools and we are fully trained in child safety and online child protection procedures. So you can read through that, and only if you are happy with that you can close this tab, go back to this page, and then you would just put a little tick in there, and then you would sign up. And once you have done that, you would then be taken to this homepage where we were previously. So I'm actually going to sign in now with my own account. To sign in, you would click on the padlock, which is found at the end of the top menu. You can also click on the padlock to sign out as well. So I'm going to sign in. It remembers my password, and I'm in. So this is the activity page. This is where all of the activities that are currently available to your membership will be displayed. Now, it's our intention as a creative team to produce one new activity every month for each topic that you see displayed. So if I actually just go back to the home page by clicking on the Neurons icon, if I scroll down, now you can actually see the topics that we are providing activities for. So we have arts and crafts, coding, creative writing, dance, environment, get active, Lego, music, photography, and potluck. And potluck could be absolutely anything. I do know the first one is a filmmaking activity, but there can be a complete range of different activities that will appear in there, with one new one every month. So you can drill down from this point. So if I was interested in coding, I can click on the coding box, and here is the first one, which is coding Let's Make Shapes with Scratch, which is a fabulous activity. And you can see that I have access to it because the padlock is unlocked, which means that I'm logged in. And here we go. So this is now the structure of a Neurons activity. So you will get a initial explanation as to what this activity is all about and what your child is going to do. And down here we have some icons which actually represent the different essential skills that your child is going to develop through completing this activity. And if I actually click on this link here, it will open another tab and it will actually show you what each of those essential skills are. Now, these essential skills were deemed essential by the World Economic Forum as skills that will be needed in the future. For our youngest generation, these are the essential skills that they will need to seek employment. So I will let you read through those at your leisure. Going back to the activity, every activity follows the same structure, and it's the structure is what's called the learning spiral. And if you go to For Adults, there is an explanation as to what the learning spiral is and what we mean by essential skills. And it will also tell you about the professor from MIT in Boston who was one of the team of people that developed the learning spiral and how it is used to encourage learning through creativity. So this learning spiral goes through the same 5 stages, which is find out, which is where you do some initial research and learn about the subject. You then go into the do this stage, which is where we provide step-by-step instructions on how to complete the given activity. Try this is where the child is then encouraged to tinker with what they did previously and to make some slight adjustments, and we'll give them some ideas and support on how to do that. And then finally is where the child is encouraged to spread their wings using their own imagination and creativity to see what they can do in terms of taking forward what they have learned, how they can use that to reimagine a new task, if you like. So going back to find out, there's some initial explanation as to what to do, and there will be some links at various places and some videos. And then at the end of some of the sections, you will see there's an area called Let's Celebrate, which is where we encourage the child to share what they have learned or what they have created, what they've done, to share it with the Neurons community, where other children who are members will be doing the same thing. So it's a great place for children to collaborate and to share ideas and to learn from each other. Now, as a team at 2020, we do moderate this. We make sure that all of the content is appropriate, and we operate a zero tolerance policy that if we find any member who is breaking any of our rules, their account will be suspended immediately. So we do manage this area to make sure that this is a completely safe space for all members. Okay, so once you've gone through the find out and you've learned some of the basics about the topic in question, you'll go to the do this. And this is where there are the specific steps that you will go through, and they're all detailed here. And these are actually bookmarks so that you can go to a specific activity. You have an image which you can click on, and it will enlarge the image so that you can actually see exactly what you are being asked to do. Once family as a whole, or the child if they're working on their own, or maybe they're working with a sibling, we do encourage families to get together and to learn together. Once you've completed the do this section, again, there is the Let's Celebrate task, and the link at the bottom will take you through to the creative community. I will let you explore that at your leisure. You will then go on to the next step, which is try this, the next stage of the learning spiral. And in try this, it looks very much the same, except instead of starting with a blank canvas, we're kind of asking you to work with your existing creation. So we give you some ideas as to how to repeat what you've done, but change some of the steps to encourage some learning and exploration along the way. So you can see the 3 stages: time to tinker, draw some different shapes, and make the shapes unique. So those are the 3 ways in which you are going to experiment or try different things related to this task. We have a what can you do? And the what can you do is where you're set free, and we give you some ideas as to what you could do to really reimagine it, recreate, and seek some inspiration to do something that takes your existing creation onto the next level of learning, if you like. In this case, you've got some videos here that will give you some inspiration and lots of ideas. Finally, the last thing that we ask you to do is to share your final creation. It's really the same thing as you've done with the Let's Celebrate sections in Find Out, Do This and Try This. It's where we're saying, right, share with the community your amazing creation, whatever it may be. For different topics, you're going to be sharing different things. But in this one, we're suggesting that you can take some screenshots or actually type in some descriptions of what you've done. But if you read through this on every activity, it will give you some ideas as to what to do. And the last category you can see now, this one actually is greyed out. It's the glossary section, which is where if there are any technical terms or slightly more advanced terms that have been used within any of these stages of the learning spiral, there is a glossary here that will explain them. So if I, for example, go to the menu at the top and I'm going to jump straight to photography, I happen to know that the first activity there does have a glossary. And there we go. If I click on glossary, you can see that it explains what we mean by the photographic term exposure. And it gives you a nice explanation, which hopefully unmuddies the water, so to speak, so you understand what we mean when we talk about exposure. So these are the activities. As I say, they will all look exactly the same. Even though they're different topics, you will always be greeted by the same headings from the learning spiral, so you become very familiar with the structure of an activity. For parents, you've got lots of information up here in the For Adults section if you want to know more about our philosophy towards learning, or if you have any questions or so on. Hopefully there is enough here. And yes, register your account, get logged in, have lots of fun, encourage your children to try different topics. We really encourage children to not look at the topics and think, you know what, I'm only really interested in arts and crafts. It's a chance to really dabble with different topics which a given child may not ordinarily do. So it's a great opportunity to find out if your child has some hidden talents that they've maybe not had a chance to reveal yet. So neurons.org.uk, I will log out just to remind you that you will see the sign up now button at the top of the page on the home page, and good luck. If you have any problems, please feel free to email us at neurons@2020productions.co.uk. That email address is on the screen now, and we will help you if you have any problems whatsoever. Good luck and thank you for joining.